And we are live. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Thank you guys. Thank you. Welcome to the live broadcast, the live Q&A of the Unlimited Freedom Network. And we do this every single Friday at 12 p.m. Central Time. We go live here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. We chop it up in the chat. We chop it up on the YouTube comments. I respond to your comments. I respond to your questions. I react. I respond. And we crack into a lot of sauce when it, just when it comes to the crypto sphere in general, right? The space that we all love, the space that we're all a part of. Now, I have a packed broadcast for you guys today, and we are worldwide, right? This is international. This is worldwide. There are people all over the world who tune in to the Unlimited Freedom Network to see the live broadcast. And we've got a lot. We got a lot. We've got to touch on a new announcement from L Green, that's Sportsbook Partners. There's a new announcement from LUXWATCHES. Steal your watch. I'm gonna steal your watch. LUXWATCHES, right? Has a new announcement. We're gonna get into that. I want to get into some updates. I'm going to do the Q&A session. So, make sure that you guys throw something in the chat if you want to talk about it, if you want to get into it. That is the place to do it. And then we're going to crack into episode 6, right? Episode 6 of the deep dive into NOVATECH FX, right? And we're already 5 episodes deep, and we have taken everything and broken it down from the very beginning to before NOVATECH was even a company, right? To the beginnings and the when Eddie Pettion and Cynthia Pettion first stepped on the scene ever, right? So we've taken it all the way back from that. We've gone 5 episodes deep. We're having a 6th episode that we're going to be talking about at the end of the show today, the end of the broadcast, and I'm looking forward to that. And this one is going to be, we're now at the point, with that particular journey, to where it's no longer a time of building. It's now a time of the beginning of a collapse, right? And so we've already seen the cease and desist order that came out from the Bank of Russia, which we talked about last week, and that was largely ignored by everybody, right? But this week, it's going to be a little bit different. We've got a new government action that took place, and so we're going to talk about what that meant at the time, right? I'm going to tell you personally what that meant for me, right, as well as my team and some other people who I knew at the company, right? Because it was a tumultuous time, right? And it not only did it end a lot of people's financial hopes, it ended a lot of friendships as well, right? And it messed things up for a lot of families. And we're going to get into that. We're not going to hold anything back at the Unlimited Freedom Network. Haven't you noticed I don't hold back on this channel, right? You guys been watching my updates? I don't hold back. All right. And I think that's one of the reasons why people love this broadcast, is because I just flat out tell you the truth, right? I'm not sugarcoating anything, one way or the other. I'm not against MLMs. I'm not pro anything either. I'm for the truth, right? And the truth is, hey, you really can make money in this space. Sure, you can lose, right? That's life, right? That's life. That you could lose at anything, right? Some people are tiptoeing safely through life, right? They're tiptoeing cautiously through life to arrive safely at death. Okay, so why tiptoe cautiously through life to arrive safely at death? We're all going to arrive at the same place, right? So why, what's all the caution for, right? Hey, it's like the end is the same, right? So, but the point is, you can make money in the space, right? If you're not a risk adverse person. Let's crack into the announcement from L Green. This is Sportsbook Partners. This is a corporate message. Actually came out yesterday. And it says to all leaders and L Green partners, right? That's Sportsbook Partners, update on progress. Good news, okay? Withdrawals have restarted, right? Withdrawals have restarted. That's what they're saying, okay? I don't know, but I really ought to put in for a withdrawal. In fact, I think I will do that live on the air with you guys. Our operations are continuing. New affiliates are joining daily, of course, right? Because, if the new affiliates don't join, then they don't get any. And if they don't get any, then they're really going to be in trouble. And I'm also going to tell you, I'm going to tell you what I think about all this too. So you're going to hear the ugly truth of this. Because I've got a large sum of money sitting in El Green, guys, and I want to be able. I'd like to be able to withdraw it. Let's go on with the announcement here. So our operations are continuing. New affiliates are joining daily. All calculations are happening in your El Green back office. Okay. Our model has not been interrupted in any way other than withdrawals this past 12 days. Well, dude, bro, I'd say withdrawals is a big interruption. Because if you ain't getting withdrawals, then you're losing. For members joining before January 23rd, 2024, withdrawals have been turned on. And that would include myself, of course. But to be cautious, we are bringing them back slowly. Each week, we will reevaluate our progress and continue to increase the percentage of withdrawals available until we reach full strength again. Yeah, that smells like bullshit to me. For members joining after January 23rd, 2024, withdrawal operations have no restrictions and will be paid weekly. Okay, so if you just recently joined, they're going to pay. Of course, paying the new members first is a classic Ponzi move because you got to keep bringing in new members to get that money coming in, right? And if you don't have new members coming in, if you don't satisfy your new members, then word of mouth is going to stop spreading. And if word of mouth stops spreading, you're not going to bring in any new members. You're not going to have any new money. All right. Existing affiliates may notice the following enhancements to simplify the back office. Number one, withdrawals will not show what percentage is available to withdraw each week until we return to full withdrawals. So basically, they're saying we're going to just arbitrarily pay who we want to pay, how much we want to pay, and when we want to pay. That ain't going to work. All right, just flat out. That's not going to work. This is just what they're trying to do here is pull in more money. I'm sorry, guys. I just got to tell you like I see it here. I am going to try to place a withdrawal because, heck yeah, I want to try to get some money out of El Green. Of course I do. But I'm not sitting here holding my breath, believe me. And I'm going to tell you why. I'll remind you. I've told you guys before a bunch of times, but I'll remind you at the end also. Transfers have been removed. Number two. Number three, auto renewals will no longer require the 6% fee. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, El Green. Number four, 2 additional packs were added to accommodate our larger affiliates to have fewer positions. Okay, so 2 additional packs. What does that mean? They're trying to bring in money. Number 5, we no longer allow more than 3 positions per member without support/company approval. Number 6, no more 50-50 requirement to buy a pack. Number 7, we have removed the pay invoice function. Number 8, we have removed the buy balance. Anyone with a balance can request through support. And then they say, let's go El Green. All right. So looking at my back office here, I'm going to try to make a withdrawal. Let's see if I'm able to do so. All right. See if I can even remember how to do this, right? So it's only been a couple weeks, but still. My account. Okay. That's not it. Oh, here we go. Withdrawal. All right. Warning. Only 1 withdrawal per week. Balance available for withdrawal, 0. Okay, so it says I have 0 balance available for withdrawal, which is not true. I have a lot of money here. It shows my balance, but then balance available for withdrawal, nothing. So what does this all mean? I got to tell you. This all means El Green is just full of crap right now, and they are trying to bring in more money. Here's what they did. They had a big event in Panama and got a lot of people really excited. They brought in a ton of new recruitment from that, a ton of new money, and then boom, pulled the rug. And now they're coming back 3 or 4 weeks later, and they're saying, hey, we're going to pay partial withdrawals. So why don't you put in some new money, right? So they're trying to grab more money. Right? They didn't get, I guess they didn't get enough the first time. I mean, that, and that's the thing about greed, guys. Greed it's never enough. That's the definition of greed. It's never enough. You become, first off, you get into the rat race and you're earning $12,000 a year, and it's like, man, I wish I could make manager. right? If I could just make manager, everything would be good. And then you make manager, now you're making 30, 40, 50,000 a year and you're going, all right, now if I could just start my own business, right? Oh man, that'd be great. And then you start your own business, you're making more money, but still it's not enough. It's never enough. Because there's always, it's just it compounds the greed and the wanting more and the desire for more. It's never enough, right? Huge problem throughout human history. And this is what that is. Yeah, Darren, L Green did rug, right? And it rugged about what was it? Like 3 weeks ago now. They had like I said, what I was saying, they had a large event in Panama, and then they brought in a whole crap ton of money from that event, and then they rugged, right? So they brought in probably millions of dollars, and then they went ahead and rugged, right? And now they're saying, oh, we're going to come back, right? We're, sure, and we're going to give you a percentage of your withdrawals. But by the way, the new people are going to get their money first, right? Because the new people have to get their money first so they can keep recruiting through word of mouth and bringing more people in so they can get more money. So this is a definite money grab. That's how I'm looking at this, guys. I mean, do you see any other way to look at it? I really don't. I really don't see any other way to look at it. So here you go, El Green. That's for you. All right, let's look at the LUXWATCHES update. Steal your watch. I'm going to run up on you and steal your watch. Actually, I'm just going to invest in LUXWATCHES, and they're going to steal your watch. And I'm going to make money from their activities, right? LUXWATCH. Now, I'm joking. Okay, so, give me don't take it. Don't take it too seriously. All right. LUXWATCHES is they're in the business of buying and selling luxury watches. Let's talk about it, guys. This just came out today. And this is LUXWATCHES. Okay. Today marks 80 days, 80 of active online work for us. We have gone through the most difficult New Year period without pauses and other issues, showing that we are serious. Yeah. So shout out to them for that. Early investors have received over 100% profit, recouping their investments and starting to receive net profit. Great result. Furthermore. So, guys, they got through the New Year period, no pauses, no issues. They are serious. Early investors have received over 100% profit, recouping their investments and starting to receive net profit. Great result. Furthermore, number 2, this is LUXWATCHES. We are finishing the work on creating our own token. Our own token. Hold on. Oh, they're making a token. Ugh. Gag me. Okay, so they're starting their own token and platform for its distribution. For all early partners who made a deposit before the coin was created, it has been decided to credit bonus coins, conduct an airdrop. Okay. In the coming days, we will complete the technical part of the work and make an announcement with all the details. I'm not very excited about that. Our token will be called Time. Like timepiece, like watches, like steal your watch. So the token's going to be called Time. Number 3 is that a new investment plan with a fixed yield of 3% per day has been added. So that's cool. I like that. 3% a day. Shout out to LUXWATCHES for doing that. That's cool. So that's the update on LUXWATCHES. What do I think about that one? Well, I never really am too excited when a platform releases a token, or a doo-doo coin, right? Or a turd coin, if we're talking about the T369, excuse me, the T369 coin, which I call the turd coin, right? I don't, tokens, usually tokenization shows that they're trying to keep money in the platform, not letting you withdraw real currency, swap it into a token, this, that, and the other thing. They're just trying not to pay withdrawals. So how is that a good sign? Right? I mean, and I've been around too long in this space. I've been through too many of these to be fooled by, a lot of these, because they all say the same things, guys. Like when things are starting to happen, there's always a token. They mentioned they'd been online for 80 days. Hey, that's a great run. I hope that they can last, right? I like them, right? They're great and everything, but I'm not playing favorites around here at the Unlimited Freedom Network, right? If they rug out, then they rug out, right? And usually a token is a bad sign, right? It's a red freaking flag. Megan Lou here for the sauce, and I am glad you're here, Megan. Welcome to the channel. Shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in. Also, Darren, welcome. Sylvester, any updates on atomic miners? Their telegram is gone since this morning. Thank you, Sylvester. I am going to talk about atomic miners, right? And we're going to be actually cracking into that in just a moment. Actually, we're gonna be cracking into that pretty soon. So hang tight. I'm going to be doing some updates on that. But it's, usually when a telegram disappears, it's one of two things, my friend. It's either a total rug, or it's a thing where Telegram actually kicks people off, right? A Telegram like sits there and says, oh, this person's a scammer, so let's kick them off, right? And Telegram makes that decision. It's an arbitrary decision. I mean, it could happen to me. It could happen to anybody who's on Telegram, right? So the hope here is that they just got kicked off of their Telegram, and then they'll be back. And let's take a look at something here. Yeah, so I have a pending withdrawal, all right, and it has not hit yet. So that's also a bad sign. So this might be the beginning of the end for atomic miners, right? Which, it is what it is. I mean, they were doing like 4 and 5% a day. So if it's over already, then yeah, that sucks. But hey, I mean, we all knew what we were getting into. We all know what we're getting into when it comes to something like atomic miners. All right, so that's what's going on there. Actually, that's good. So there's the update on atomic miners, guys. I don't need to really say anything else on that. Guys, hit the like button, because nobody else is giving you the same kind of sauce that I'm giving you here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. Nobody is giving you, I mean, nobody's bringing it to you like this. They're just not. I mean, we're talking about consistency. We're talking about being here live for you guys. We're talking about engaging with the community. We're talking about bringing the truth. I get shot at from the companies as well as from the people. Right. So I get gunfire coming in on both sides. Right. Why? Because I tell the truth. Right. The anti-MLM people hate me. Why? Because I tell the truth. And the truth is, yeah, you can make money at this. So right. So it's not all a scam. You think it's all a scam. So they don't like me. And then the people who are like, let's stay positive, guys. Let's pray about it. When I say instant, I mean instant. When I say instant, I mean instant. They don't like me either, because I tell the truth. Here's the signs. All right, so we cracked into the L Green announcement. Am I excited? No, not really. I don't think it's going to amount to anything. I'm just telling you, right? I mean, I've got nothing to withdraw. So they're saying that they're letting withdrawals be put in, but then I go and try to make a withdrawal. There's nothing I can withdraw. So I got to call BS on that one. LUXWATCHES, what do I think about the announcement? All in all, I think it's troubling. Because why? I mean, yeah, they've been online for 80 days, and that's a great thing to celebrate, but why make a big deal about it? You didn't make a big deal about 30. You didn't make a big deal about 60. So why bring an announcement, right? It's like you're preparing the community for something. So be careful. Right? Because they steal your watch, and we don't want them to steal your money after they stole your watch. Shout out to LUXWATCHES, right? Shout out to LUXWATCHES. All right, so let's crack into some of these updates. I want to talk to you guys a second about FaxoBit. A lot of people have been asking me about this one. It is still paying. It is still rolling. It is day 16, right? Day 16. So there's a few days left where it might be something you might want to look at, think about getting into. I will say this: the last incarnation of this lasted 60 days, right? 60 days total, right? So at day 16, you would be cutting it close. Right, because once you hit day 20, then you just gotta. I mean, usually the immediate past kind of predicts what's going to happen in the immediate future. So, let's say it does have 60 days to live, and today's day 16. Well, that would mean that there's 4 more days to really put a big deposit into this and hope to get it back. Does that make sense? And they do a primary of 4% daily for a minimum investment of $25. A platinum is 5% daily. And so that's the update on FaxoBit, right? Hopefully that makes sense, guys. Sylvester Mandu says, if Atomic has really rugged, then what was the meaning of the certificate of registration from UK government? Does it mean it was a fake certificate? Not necessarily. I mean, it could be a failed business, Sylvester. I mean, look, 90% of businesses fail in their first year. It doesn't mean that anything was fake, right? And the UK government, they give a certificate to anybody. You could apply for a certificate from a UK government, and then you could make a website and say, hey, I've got a certificate from the UK government, right? So, what are you looking for? Some sort of seal of approval from the government? Why? The government is just as Ponzi, just like everybody else. They're going to steal your money just like everybody else, brother. I mean, why get their approval? They're worse because if you don't comply with their Ponzi scheme, they throw you in jail, right? Or they freeze your account, right? They actually freeze people's accounts. So what kind of stamp of approval are you looking for here? I mean, you're not going to find anything good from some government's approval, because who are they, right? They're just snot-nosed punks with a little bit of power that steal people's money, right? Just like everybody else. It's a dirty game, my friend. It's a dirty game. And if you want to make money, you got to burn a little bit of money. And that's how it is, man. So don't be fooled by a certificate. It doesn't mean anything, bro. Right? You can't say, oh, this has a certificate, so this must mean it's safe. When have I ever said that? Right? I have never said that. Blue Sky is in the house. Welcome, Blue Sky. Shout out to you. I really appreciate you. Peace and happy Friday. Happy Friday to you as well. With the token coins and the money bags and the spoon, because Blue Sky is ready for the sauce. And we're going to be giving you a lot of sauce. I mean, we've got, like I said, this is going to be a packed broadcast. Just a lot of stuff to get to, and we're going to hit that. Thanks, sir. I love the sauce. Bring it more. It says Sylvester. Absolutely, man. Yeah, absolutely. Look, it's all, take something from my experience that I've learned, right? Is everyone is playing the same game, even the government. The difference is the government has a lot of power, bro. That's the difference, right? That's the difference. And the truth is the truth, and the truth has a ring to it. It's called the ring of truth. You ever heard when something just rings true? Somebody says something and you're like, yeah, I wish it wasn't that way, but he's right. He's right. It's the golden rule, right? Whoever has the gold makes the rules. All right, so that's the update on FaxoBit also, guys. So once again, 4 more days to, perhaps get into it. It's a little bit risky at this point because it's already been around for 16 days. But the last one, like I said, it lasted 60 days. So if this one also lasts 60 days, that means we've got about 4 more days to put a deposit in and hope to get a return. All right, so who else is giving you that kind of sauce? Who else is giving you that, right? Who else is just flat out telling you what's up? I don't know anybody. Liquimi. This is a great new platform. If you guys haven't checked out Liquimi, I would suggest checking it out. It's brought in over $2 million, right? So it's almost brought in $2.5 million. There has been $556,000 paid out by this broker. And they've got these liquidity offers. Now, this is a passive income program. 2.8% a day for 8 days. And you can get in as low as $80. What's the risk? 8 days, right? What's the risk? $80, right? So you got to say to yourself, can I risk $80? Well, for most people, probably, yeah. I mean, let's be honest. And then the second one is, well, can I risk 8 days? Sure. It's a good plan. It's a good package. And you can put in up to $1,800, right? If you go above $1,800, they give you even more money. They give you 3.8%, up to $18,000. If you go more than 18,000, guys, they give you 4.8%, right? And if you go to over 28,000, they give you 5% a day for 8 days. That is huge, right? So those are the daily plans, depending on how much you put in. But for the most part, people are going to be doing the 2.8% plan because you can get in for as low as $80. What's the risk? $80. What's the period? 8 days, right? Plus, on top of that, they give you an extra weekly deposit bonus of 1.25%. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, now there's other things that make LUXWATCHES different, and I do want to go over those. If I can not knock down my whole studio here. They have the after plans. This gives you 101.8% after 1 day. Basically, what that means is a profit of 1.8%. You can get in as low as $8. These are the daily after plans, okay? Still with LUXWATCHES. Also, they've got a plan that gives you 108% after 4 days. You can get in that one as low as $80, and that's 8% profit, 4 days of risk. You have a 128% plan that's basically 28% in a matter of 8 days, right? So just a little over a week. Plus, you get a weekly deposit bonus on that one of 3.1%. It's definitely worth looking at, guys, because this is not just a passive income platform, LUXWATCHES, but it's also a trading broker, right? So they're plugged into MT4 and MT5. Here you go, Sylvester. They've got an ID and a registration from the jurisdiction of Colorado. And you know what that means? Not a damn thing. That's what that means. Okay. But they do have it. But guys, it's a trading platform. They do MT4 trading, MT5 trading. That means traders can actually jump on and use the platform to place trades. Pretty cool. All right. And then also for those of us who like the passive income opportunity, which yours truly, right? I prefer to trade on my own, right? And I don't use these brokers. I've got specific brokers that I like to use, right? And you guys know that if you're watching my trader channel, Morpheus Crypto Trader, right? You know that there's a specific broker that I like. There's a specific type of trading that I like to do, binary options trading. And, so nothing against LUXWATCHES. I just don't prefer to use their service when it comes to trading, but I do prefer to use their service when it comes to making passive income, right? Large percentage gains per day, and then the risk is only 8 days. That's awesome, right? I think that's pretty awesome. All right, so we hit L Green, we hit FaxoBit, we hit LUXWATCHES. Let's talk about this new one. This is Toro DeFi. This has only been on the scene for a couple of days now. Let me see if it actually says the amount of days. Yeah, 3 days. So Toro DeFi has been on the scene for 3 working days. They've already had a total turnover of $100,000, and they've already paid out $38,000. Right? They've got 2 main plans. They've got the standard plan, which is 2.75% a day for 12 days, and you can get in for a minimum of $50. So what's the risk? $50. What's the duration? 12 days. Right? You get your 2.75% a day. Plus, you get your principal returned at the end. So you're risking $50. You're risking 12 days, right? That's not too bad. I don't think that's bad. Actually, I think that's pretty cool. So this is Toro DeFi. Trade confidently, reap the rewards, explore diverse investment opportunities, secure your financial future, maximize returns, experience hassle-free investing, diversify your investment portfolio. And, diversity is key, guys. It's definitely key. And we're going to be talking about that a little bit more later in the episode when we get to episode 6 on the deep dive about NOVATECH. We're going to talk about where the diversity piece comes in and where the promoters and people out there in the space, different people start to talk about diversifying and why they talk about that. Now, also a cool thing about Toro DeFi is you get referral commissions, which is they're not breaking the bank. They're just paying 6% on level 1 and 1% on level 2. But that means that you can get commissions through sharing the opportunity. Now, you remember a second ago, I was telling you about FaxoBit, right? And I was also telling you about how FaxoBit probably will last 60 days, hopefully, right? That's what we're hoping for FaxoBit to last 60 days. There's 4 more days to get in because now it's day 16. Right now, if you get in after that, you're running a huge risk because the last project only lasted 60 days. Okay. Who else is giving you that kind of sauce? Nobody. Nobody's telling you what's up like that. Nobody's like giving you the cheat code and the secret codes. Right. That's why I'm here. right? That's why I have a channel, right? Because I give value, right? Not just a bunch of let's hope and pray, guys. Let's pray that it'll get better, guys. Good thoughts. Put your good thoughts in. Nope. I'm giving you the straight up, flat out truth, baby. And the truth sometimes is hard, but the truth is always good, in my opinion, of course. So yeah, that brings this question up about the referrals and adding people, bringing in new people. So if a company like FaxoBit or Toro DeFi or any other company is going to survive, they need to have people sharing the opportunity because new money has to come in. Right? It's same with any business. If a business stops making sales, that business fails. Okay? Call it a Ponzi scheme, call it a, scam, call it whatever you want. Any business fails if it stops having new sales. So if you guys want these platforms to grow and to last a long time, then, the only way to do that is for us all to share the opportunity and build teams, right? Because that means more money will be coming in and the platform will be able to survive. Now, you run the risk. When you do that, you run the risk of, letting down family and friends and things like that. And I know, man, I've been there. So I understand completely why some people don't like to do that. But I'm just telling you the sauce. I'm just telling you how it is. And that's the way that it is in any business. You got to have sales. If the sales dry up, everything, they can't keep paying the employees, right? Let's like Walmart. I was in Walmart yesterday, and I'm telling you, there were more employees than there were shoppers in Walmart. Now that's a problem, right? I'm just telling you. I could see it. I'm nobody special. I'm just a regular customer in there. I was buying some groceries, and I can see that Walmart has a problem. When you've got more employees in the store than people actually shopping, that means you're probably going to be upside down sooner than later. All right, let's talk about Tradixis. I love to clown on Tradixis, right? Or as I like to call them, hard dicks is, right? Hard dicks, right? Addicted to what the Tradixis did. Addicted to what the dicks did. I love to talk about Tradixis just because their name is Tradixis. So I like to clown on, hard Dixis, hard Tradixis, right? Now, this one has just gotten put out there by the Ponzi police, right? The Ponzi police out there in the world have now heard about Tradixis, which that's a good sign. That means Tradixis is growing. If the Ponzi police are not crying about your platform, that means your platform is not very big. Okay? But the Ponzi police are now crying about Tradixis, which is funny to me because Tradixis actually has a live trader, right? And they show live trades, right? So, like, the main thing that these people bitch and moan and complain about, we can't see the live trades, so they're not really trading. Well, Tradixis has a live trades. You could go over to Hard Dicks because I know you like Hard Dicks, you anti-MLM people. You love Hard Dick. You love Hard Dixis, Tradixis. You can go over there and see the trading. Right? They're crying anyway because the more they cry, the more money they make. Right? Just like anybody else. They're no different than me. They're just like me. They're just like me or anybody else who has a channel or anybody else who does something in the world. Right? We provide a service. We give information. People come in and we, ultimately at the end of the day, we benefit from that attention. It's an attention economy. And this attention that they're getting from, taking a big number 2 on all these platforms, that's how they get their attention. And that's how they make their money because they're selling you some kind of snake oil too, right? Everybody's selling something, right? Welcome to 2024, right? Everybody's selling something. Right? It's just some of us are honest about it. Right? And that's why you come to me. That's why you're here. That's why you're getting the sauce. So Tradixis, trade smarter, not harder. Trade smarter, not harder. Right? Tradixis, harder. I'm just reading what they're saying on their site. I mean, Jesus. All right, diverse strategies, defined returns. Your trading package customized. So the main sauce with Tradixis is they have this max growth plan, and it gives you 1.5% a day for 30 calendar days, right? And there's a $50 minimum investment, right? So you can get into Tradixis for as low as $50, right? What's the risk? $50. What's the duration? 30 days, right? And they give you 1.5% a day. Now, usually these 1% plans, 1.2% plans, 1.5% plans, they got a shelf life of around 3 months, and then if they're, excuse me, they got a shelf life of around 3 months. And then if they're really good, they could last like maybe 4 to 6 months, right? And then if they're freaking amazing, you can last, over a year. I mean, we've just had a couple of, the main one, and I'll get into this one next since we talked about Tradixis. The main one that is really safe right now is Safe Assets. Okay. So once again, I'm off of Tradixis. That's 1.5% a day for 30 days. Check it out. It's hot, and we know that it's hot because the haters, right, or the anti-MLM scammers, right? So you got your MLM scammers and your anti-MLM scammers. Oh, I bet they love that. Just as much as they love the hard dicks. They love being called scammers. But you're a scammer too, brother. It takes one to know one. So Safe Assets. This one, guys, is time tested. It's been here for over a year. It does 0.24% a day. But just think about it. It's a place where you can throw in your crypto, throw in your money or whatever, and actually get daily growth on it. Who cares that it's 2.4% a day? If it's going to last, that's a lot of growth over a long period of time, and it's lasted over a year, right? So Safe Assets is definitely one to think about. Definitely not one to sleep on. Okay, so that's the update on Safe Assets, crypto investments for everyone. This is one of my safer plays here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. Now, nothing's guaranteed, guys, but check it out. I'm going to let you know when a plan is risky, and I'm going to let you know when a plan is safer, right? Next up, we got to talk about the turd coins, right? And what I'm talking about is the T369, or as I like to call it, the turd 369, right? The turd coins. All right, and what are we talking about? We're talking about Titan 369. Relax, Mike. It's Titan 369. So if you guys haven't figured it out yet, Father Christmas, right? Jolly Jensen Robles is the mastermind behind the new platform Titan 369. Right? There you go. Hey, I'm just saying it. I've been. Oh, yeah. But look, I've been alluding to it. I'm sure you guys have figured it out by now. Jolly Jensen Robles, Father Christmas himself, is the head honcho behind the scenes at Titan 369. Now, I think that's a good thing, right? Now, I know some people would cry and complain and disagree with me. Fine, disagree if you want. But Vortic United lasted for a year, right? And Vortic United did pretty darn good, I thought, right? All things considered. So if Titan 369 is going to do that, then that means it's going to pump. And if it's going to pump, then we know it's going to pump. And if we know it's going to pump, then we can all get into it and pump with it and make money off of the turd coin, right? The turd 369. That's what their little poo-poo coin, doo-doo coin is. But the nice thing about the turd is that you can swap the turd for actual TRC20. You can swap the turd for USDT. So you earn the turd, you swap the turds, you swap the big stinking turds for USDT. And you can make real money with this. You can get in as low as 50 turds, right? And each turd is worth $1. So you can get in as low as 50 turds with Titan Turd 369, Relax Mike, Jolly Jensen. Father Christmas is back. Father Christmas. And so I think it would be a smart move because it's just coming out. And we know Vortic United lasted a while. And we know that Vortic United, hey, can we just say something? Can I just tell you something here in case you didn't know? Vortic United hit. And Vortic United paid out. So Ticorium Crypto, let me answer you. His first platform lasted a year, and a lot of people made a shit ton of money and cleaned up, bro. Right? So if this one is like that one, then yeah, it would be a good idea, right? But once again, I don't make promises to you guys on here because we never know exactly what's going to happen in the crypto sphere. For you, I would highly recommend that you never invest anything that you can't afford to lose. And I would recommend that to anybody, guys. I don't just say that for my health, right? Because it's better to make a little bit of money over time than it is to try to like you're trying to hit the numbers, right? That's kind of more of a gambling situation, which nothing against that. It's your money. You can do what you want to do with it. If you want to bet or place a bet or do a gamble, fine. Right. But I'm saying to really make money in these things, you have to be diversified and you have to put in smaller amounts. Right. So you might not want to put in, I don't know, 10 or 20,000 into Titan turd 369, but you might want to put in $50, right? Take 50 USDT, purchase 50 turds, right? And then yeah. Well, that's exactly it, brother. I mean, that you can't afford to keep it up like that. Right? You have to make a change. You have to make a change. So instead of buying 40,000 turds, you could just buy 50 turds and see if you can turn your 50 turds into 60 turds. You see what I'm saying? And then you kind of go from there. Right? Shout out to the turds. Right? Shout out to Jolly Jensen. Relax, Mike. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Robles, Jolly Jensen, Father Christmas is back. Ho, ho, ho. All right, Sylvester says, thanks, sir. I love the sauce. Bring it. Mo, you got it, brother. I'm definitely going to be bringing the sauce. That's what this is all about. Sylvester says, sir, any updates so far on crypto funds? I think you're talking about crypto fund. Crypto fund is on pause. Crypto fund was involved in crypto option. Crypto option rugged. Crypto fund was involved in L Green. L Green rugged. Crypto fund was involved in Echo One, right? Echo One rugged. That's involved in some more that probably rugged at the same time. So they're like, oh yeah, once we get this, once these platforms come back, it's like, okay, yeah, like who comes back, right? Then we'll start paying again or whatever. At this point, I'm hoping to get my initial back at some point from them. So there you go. There it is. There's the update on Crypto Fund. That's about as much as I know right now. Blue Sky, thanks, Vaughn. You give great details. It helps me make informed decisions. Shout out to you, Blue Sky. I appreciate you. Megan Liu agrees with Blue Sky. Ticorium Crypto, I'm here. I've missed too many sauces. Yeah, man, you can't miss it. You can't miss the sauce, right? And I appreciate you engaging in the chat and, being such a active member of the community here. Ticorium Crypto, so Titan 365 is a safer play. Let's Titan 369, and no, I think I answered that, right? It's just one of those where you kind of look at what they did the last time around and then kind of try to say, well, hey, if they do that, then it's going to pump. And I'll tell you, Titan, let me say one more thing about Titan 369, and then I'll get off it, is that Titan 369 is going to pump. And it's going to pump because all the pimps are pimping it, right? Every pimp out there is pimping Titan 369. And when I talk about the pimps, I'm talking about the YouTube pimps. I'm talking about the Facebook pimps. I'm talking about the Instagram pimps. I'm talking about the TikTok pimps. I'm talking about the people with large teams pimps. The pimps, the pimps. You can always tell a pimp, right? But all of the pimps are pimping, except for Mike and Mike. They're still butthurt, right? Because relax, Mike, you lost your money. So they're still butthurt, so they're not going to be pimping it, at least not right now. But that's a lifelong lesson for them, and it's always a lifelong lesson when you lose a lot of money, right? You can't, these guys are old school MLM guys from the 70s, right? And you can't, the world doesn't work in 2024 the way that it worked in 1970, bro. You can't put all your eggs in the same basket anymore. No, that's the one. It's Titan 369. I'm just clowning on him, dude. Yeah, that's Jensen's new platform. Jolly Jensen, Father Christmas, back with the turd coin at Titan 369. And probably about a year, and definitely a pump. Okay, it's definitely gonna pump. It's gonna pump because of the pimps. And when the pimps are pimping, the project pumps. Hey, when the pimps are pimping, the project pumps. So that's why I'm in it, because I know it's going to pump, right? And so it's an opportunity to make money, right? The land of opportunity, right? I'm not going to shut down an opportunity. Why would I? If I know something's going to pump, yeah, I'm going to jump into it. I don't believe for a second what they're talking about with the nodes and the crypto talk and the blockchain talk and all this BS garbage that is confusing. People don't understand it, and it's meant to be confusing. You're not meant to understand it, so that when they pull the rug, they can make some lame excuse, some lame crypto-based excuse. I don't care about that, though. What I care about is, can I make money? And yes, I can. Right. So if I can, I'm going to. Right. That's capitalism. That's how things have been since the beginning of time, when we were trading seashells for beads. You had beads, I had seashells. Let's trade, free trade. It's part of human nature, So that's the update on Titan 369. I want to do an update here for you guys. Just, take it for what it's worth. But my DH Life, guys, my DH Life. I just took another withdrawal from them today. So far, I've made a lot of money with this, guys. So it's just one of those platforms that people they either don't get it or they don't like it or whatever. I mean, I just don't know, right? Like, one thing about being a content creator is you never know what the people are going to like, right? When brain fart. When my DH Life came out, I thought this was going to be huge. I thought it was going to explode. Like, I was super stoked, super excited. Nobody joined, right? I was like, that's weird. Why not? Like, because they're doing everything that the other platforms do, and they're doing it above board. They're doing it legally. They've got a team of lawyers. They're making good money. I'm getting great passive income. Like I said, I just took another withdrawal today. Why? I don't know. Maybe I haven't talked about it enough. So I go back on, I talk about it more. Nothing. I go back on, I talk about it more. Nothing. So I have taken the hint, right? And the hint is, we don't care about this one, Vaughn. Okay. I don't know why, right? I mean, nobody's ever really given me a reason why they don't like it, but I just got to let you know I'm still withdrawing from it, and it's still working. It's working like a horse, and it just hasn't had any issues, right? And then we did talk about LUXWATCHES. Let's also talk about Trade Like Crazy, because this is really becoming quite the nice platform, right? It's been working. It worked through Christmas. It worked through New Year's, just like LUXWATCHES was patting themselves on the back for doing. That's been doing it, and it's Trade Like Crazy. It's been out for 3 or 4 months now, guys, and just hasn't had any issues at all. And I've been making money with this thing, man. Like, these crypto withdrawals that I'm withdrawing adds up, guys, and I'm making bank with Trade Like Crazy. They have real traders. We've seen the CEO of Trade Like Crazy. I shared you the video one time. I believe it was over the Christmas holiday, where the CEO from Trade Like Crazy actually put out a video. He was talking about, he's like Turkish or something like that. He's got some kind of Eastern European accent somewhere around there. I don't care where he's from. I mean, if he can run a platform and it makes money and it's paying me, that's what I care about. And so Trade Like Crazy has been that guy. When it first came out, people were like, I don't like that name. Okay, I don't care. I mean, it's better than Tradix. Work smarter, not harder with Tradix. I mean, there's a lot of silly names out there, right? So Trade Like Crazy is all right. The Call of Duty man. What's up, Vaughn? I hope you're having a great day. Welcome, brother. Thank you for tuning into the channel. I always appreciate to see you in the chat. Appreciate all you guys. I am having a great day, and just it's good to be here with you guys. It's good to chop it up, and it is good to talk about what's going on in the space on this type of a long form content situation, right? Where I don't I don't have to keep it to 15 minutes or less, right? I can kind of hang out with you guys for a while. I always enjoy doing that. So Friday's always a great day for me. And once again, thank you for being here. I do appreciate you. But guys, Trade Like Crazy is doing it. And look, they don't give you like a daily 1% or a daily 2% or anything like that. Here's the deal. You can get into Trade Like Crazy for as low as $20. Right? It's not a lot of risk, guys. You know, a trip to Olive Garden is going to cost you more than that. Table for one. And they're going to trade with your funds until they 3x your money. So you put in 20, come out with 60. Hey, put in 1,000, come out with $3,000. That's not a bad investment, you know? What I can tell you is, even though they don't give a guaranteed percentage, they have been growing my Bitcoin every single day. Yeah, so I mean, it's working for me, and I just really can't say enough good stuff about it right now. Hey, you know, no drama. I love no drama, right? No problems. I love no problems, right? No, no excuses. I love it. You put in a withdrawal. Do they pay you instantly? No. 48 hours. Fine. Do whatever you have to do. I can wait 48 hours to get paid. I don't have a problem with that. If you can get this platform to last, baby, and I'm making money, baby, do what you got to do. Right? Because if my wallet's getting fat, then do what you do, man. Shout out to Trade Like Crazy. Another good one. So, you know, those are the updates, you know, updates in the space, latest updates. We hit just about everything that's really popping right now. Of course, there's other stuff out there, but this is the stuff that's really, really rocking and rolling. It's the stuff that's really, really popping right now. So let's see. We have been on for almost an hour, right? Let's go ahead and jump into the. I'm going to jump into the live Q&A. So I'm going to be reading the comments from last week, and then also I'm going to be reading your chats. DS, same here. Lost. Is that 445,000 from Scott Spot Gold Investments with Leading Alliance? And then retracted the message. I already got your message, so it's too late to retract. But welcome to the chat, DS. Thank you for being here. Really happy to see you in the chat. Feel free to talk about whatever you want. This is a judgment-free zone, right? Okay, 45,000. That's more like it. Yeah, I mean, look, so have I, guys. So have I. When I was learning how to trade, I easily lost that much, right? But now I'm not only am I a trader, I'm actually a coach as well. I'm a sought-after coach for binary options trading. I've got a class, I've got an online class, and then I've also got students, right? I've got actual coaching students who pay me a lot of money, right, to teach them how to do that. I've got a secondary channel called Morpheus Crypto Trader, and you know, all of that money that I lost, I've made it back and much, much more on top of that. So it's just one of those things. And I don't know if you were here for the beginning of the video, but at the beginning of the broadcast, I was talking about people who tiptoe through life to arrive safely at death. So they tiptoe through life to arrive safely at death. They never take any risks, right? What a waste. What a waste of a life. I've taken huge risks. I've taken risks on love. I've taken risks in relationships. I've taken risks on jobs and positions. I've taken risks on traveling to different. I mean, I've lost thousands and tens of thousands, just like you guys. I wouldn't trade it for anything, you know, because no risk, no reward. And nobody's ever going to say of Vaughn that I tiptoed safely through life to arrive safely at death. Nobody's ever going to say that about me, right? And they shouldn't say it about you either, right? Why? We're all going to die, so why tiptoe to the grave? It just doesn't make any sense. Okay, so DS, love you guys. You're awesome. Love you too. Appreciate you. Megan, that's a powerful tiptoe through life to arrive safely at death. Really? I mean, what a shame to people who do that. What a waste, right? I got very little respect for that. Very, 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 very. I think it's a waste of a life, right? God gave us this life to, I mean, there's a million different things we can do, right? So why tiptoe through it, right? We're all going the same way anyway. And then DS. Oh, I agree. I love taking risks within my range of acceptability of losses. Yeah, amen. A very good comment too. You risk what you can afford to lose. And so, and with every investment, what I like to do is I like to look at the money that I'm about to put in there, and I go, okay, if I were to lose this money today, right now, I know it's going to suck, right? I'm not saying it's not going to suck, but overall, if I were to lose this $100 bill today, would I be okay with that? And overall, yeah, I probably would. So I can take 100 and place a trade. Boom, double my money. You see what I'm saying? And that's the attitude. Call of Duty man. Hey, Vaughn, the one thing I was learning while trading is to be patient. That is very important in my eyes. Yeah, it's key. Probably the biggest part of trading in any scenario is self-control, right? And that is not, especially us in the West, people are not good at self-control, right? We have a hard time controlling what we eat. We have a hard time controlling the amount of sleep that we get. A lot of us don't want to get up in the morning and work out. I mean, we've got a self-control problem, right? A lot of us are in inappropriate relationships because we can't control our impulses, our desires. I mean, and if you take that into trading, you're going to blow your account, right? You got to take patience, self-control, discipline, right? These are all things, and that's one of the reasons why God calls people to be traders, to teach them self-control and discipline, right? I'll be the first to admit I needed it, man. I come from a broken home. I always had, thank God for my dad. God bless my dad. I've always had my dad in my life, but I did come from a broken home, and I was a lot of the space of my life was with a single mother, being raised by a single mom. And so I had to learn a lot of crap when I was already an adult. You got this transition from a boy into a man. I knew nothing about being a man, right? I had to learn all of that, right? And I'm so happy and grateful that I did learn, right? Because now I really like the man that I am today, but it didn't come overnight. It wasn't easy, but what a great way to learn discipline while you're making money, learning how to trade. I mean, it's a great way to learn the skill. I mean, trust me, it's better than like ending up in jail or something like that, because you're going to learn it there too. You just learn it the hard way. All right. BP Prince says, "Hey, bro, I'm late to watching this stream. And this was on last week's stream. That poor uninformed lady that lost $2 million is tragic. I think these programs need to stay private so they can draw in naive people who don't understand the space. They don't want them getting any sauce." That's a great comment. Yeah, and I mean, does anybody know what happened with that? I mean, it's the 26th today, so I guess I don't remember when that thing was supposed to be coming back. Crypto program, or what was it, AMSIS or whatever. Does anybody know? Wasn't it supposed to come back today, or is it like in 2 days or something like that? Let me know in the chat if you know. But yeah, totally. I mean, I think they want to go private because they're doing something illegal. I think that's why they want to go private, right? If you don't want to be talked about in public, that means you're probably doing something illegal, right? I mean, it just seems logical to me. I mean, what do you think? That just seems logical. Right? We want to be a big company, but don't say anything about us online. Ooh, yeah, we're going to be cracking into a lot of that on next week's broadcast as well. All right, here's Mike Lucas, and Mike Lucas is butthurt because Mike Lucas lost a lot of money with Vortic United. Okay, so Mike Lucas, well, I don't know if he himself lost a lot of money. Maybe he did, but he also made a lot. So I don't know, Mike Lucas, but you might have made a ton of. I mean, those bonuses, brother, were pretty big, And I know that you got those bonuses, dude. So, I mean, unless you were just rolling everything over and compounding stuff like a moron, I mean, dude, you should have cleaned up at Vortic United. But here's what he says. Jensen Robles is the owner who is wanted by 3 national law enforcement agencies for stealing over $50 million. Stealing, Mike? Really? Come on, bro. You were one of the main ones pimping Vortic United. What are you talking about stealing? God, it's amazing how dualistic these people can be. He's like one of the main top guys, and he's like, oh, Jensen Robles stole. If you know his location, please contact Interpol. So you're a network marketer, Mike, and you want people to contact law enforcement, right? Did you hit your head, buddy? Like, did you have a stroke? What the hell are you talking about, dude? You are a network marketer and you want somebody contacting law enforcement? What do you think law enforcement is going to think about what you did as part of that company? Amazing. Amazing how some of you guys are in the space. Please contact Interpol, the Turkish National Police, or the German Federal Police. No, Mike, I don't think I will be contacting the police, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm old school, right? But I don't need to run to the big, strong, masculine police, right? I've got enough masculinity right here in my tip of my pinky to take care of my own self. I got something called a pair of balls, brother. You ever heard of that? I don't need to run to the police every time I have a problem. God, you sound like a spoiled little bitch. Any leader that is promoting this is just doing so because they have been paid to get you in. He will run off with your funds again, like you did, Mike. I think you're self-projecting a little bit there, brother. And just to let you know, I haven't been paid shit by the turd coin, right? I'm in it because I know what's going to happen. It's going to pump because of the pimps, right? Which you're a big one, buddy. You're not pimping this, but you're a big pimp, right? So, and shout out to you. I don't have any problem with you, brother. My problem is you're acting real brand new right now. You weren't saying this when you were like big Vortic United was like your number one thing. You weren't talking like this. But now all of a sudden somebody's a criminal, right? Take a look in the mirror there, partner. He will run off with your funds again. You know, I listen. Run off with funds? Have you forgotten about all the people who got rich through that program? I'm just saying, you're only looking at one side of the coin there. Everybody knows the risk that they're getting into when they put in a crypto platform. Everybody knows, dude. Right? You mean to tell me you didn't know that you were taking a risk when you flew out to Istanbul, Turkey to meet with Father Christmas? You didn't know that you were taking a risk when you gave your money to Father Christmas, the Jolly Jensen, the Jolly Man? You didn't know? Come on, dude. Who believes that? You don't even believe that. All right. Keitha says, what do you think about Trade Like Crazy planning a stable coin? I think it's a token thing, and I think it's a bad sign. Right? I'm not a fan. Right? I don't like it. Right? I think it's just another way to keep money in the platform. You know? You asked, I answered. Ticorium Crypto. I want to take the calculated risk to dream and to build, to fail and to succeed. It is my heritage. To think and act for myself, enjoy the benefits of my creations, and to face the world boldly and say, this I have done. And that's a quote from Dean Alfange. That's great, man. Thank you for sharing that. Exactly. Right? There's no tiptoers over here. We're in the space and we know what we're doing, right? There's no fools on this channel. Somebody asked where Payday Thursday is. Yeah, I stopped doing the Payday Thursday when I stopped doing the Day Trader Tuesdays, because in the place of Day Trader Tuesday, I created a new channel where I cover binary options trading, and that's my and that's my what do you call it? It's my secondary channel, Morpheus Crypto Trader, and so that's what I'm doing for the trading community. And then as far as Payday Thursday, nah, because dude, you can't like keep placing a new number one every week because somebody else is rugging or somebody else's company is failing. There's just too much volatility in the space right now, so we don't want to. And then plus the top platforms that I had on the Payday Thursdays, really not many people were wanted to be a part of those platforms. I mean, people would rather be a part of platforms like Faxobit, right? That's going to have a very, very short shelf life where they can get in, get out, make a ton of money. And that's fine with me, man. I'm all about giving the people what they want, man. I'm not trying to like reinvent the wheel here. I'm trying to talk about what's going on in the crypto space. I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I let you know what's up. Right. And so that's where we're going. Friday fun. El Green is paying again, but only a certain amount until they have fully recovered. Well, they're not paying me Friday fun. I tried to, and welcome to the chat, by the way. Welcome to the Unlimited Freedom Network. Happy to have you here. Thank you for tuning in. I tried to make a withdrawal, and they're saying that I don't have anything available to withdraw, even though I have a large balance. Trust me. So I and I did read the announcement at the beginning of this video, and I think it's a load of crap. I really do. So, if I'm wrong, I'll come out and say that, but I am rarely wrong. Okay, I've been around the block. I've been around a few times, right? Let's just put it that way. All right. Somebody says, why do you still have a QP link up? I probably just forgot to take it down. And then somebody was saying that the atomic miners looked interesting. Yeah, and we're going to see what happens with that. It might be a rug pull. Their Telegram group is gone, and my payment status is in pending. Somebody else says that they were trying to contact me through email. That's Shakalaka. So thank you, Shakalaka. If I didn't respond, then send me another email. I get a lot of them. Here's a good one from Ruby Carano 14, right? And she looks like she has never worked a day in her life, right? She looks like she was born with a silver spoon coming right out of her butt. She's never worked a day in her life, probably has money, married into money, and is going to come on here and talk crap about me, right? Because I said something that nobody does. I said no to a young woman, and most people don't say no to young women. Let's face it, the world is filled with people who are going to say yes to young women. Anything you want. You're right. I'm wrong. But I said no, because nobody's ever told you no, right? You've never felt what it's like to have a real man tell you no, sweetheart. The answer is no. You ever heard that word before? Not directed at you. So she got butthurt and she says, talk about a psycho. Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea, Ruby Carano. You haven't seen Psycho. You haven't even seen the beginning of Psycho, right? You haven't even scratched the surface, lady. Talk about Psycho. You think your self-congratulatory comments in your psycho voice is entertaining. Well, it sure entertains me, right? And if I'm entertained, then I'm having a good time. Let me live, lady. Let me live, because I'm the man who told you no, right? I'm the man that you dream about. I'm the man that you think about. I'm the man that's living rent-free in your head because I had the cojones to tell you no. Yes, dear. Yes, honey. What else can I do for you, honey? Are you having a good day? Hello, beautiful. No! Not from me. You ain't gonna get that here. You're not gonna get that from me, sweetheart. You're gonna get a big, fat no. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you haven't seen Psycho. You haven't even seen the beginning of Psycho. Alrighty. Let's see what else she says. It's not. Your voice is not entertaining. Yeah, it is. It's just entertaining another part of you, lady. A part that hasn't been entertained since you were, I don't know, 19 years old, maybe. I'm awakening something inside you that you haven't felt in a long, long time because you've been surrounding yourself with, yes, dear. Yes, honey. What would you like to do, honey? Hello, beautiful. Yeah, that's nice, but it just doesn't do it for you, does it, lady? Yeah, your psycho voice is entertaining. It's not. I hung on here because I wanted to hear about Novatech, but it was extremely painful. You sound reasonable when you speak professionally. Okay. So let me say professionally that you can kiss my rear end. How does that sound professional enough for you? Right? You want me to sound reasonable and professional? Sure. How about I sound real reasonable and real professional? Now, how much money did you flush down the toilet with Novatech? That's what I want to know because I didn't flush any down the toilet. Right? And maybe if you would have been listening to me, you wouldn't have lost all that money. Yeah. But no, 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 no. You can't believe that a man would dare actually try to teach you something, right? Actually try to take a role of leadership in your life because that's just not what we do anymore, is it, guys? The man just doesn't lead anymore, does he? The man, no, that's just special. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm the big bad guy. You better believe it. Yeah, I'm the big bad. I'm your nightmare, right? I'm the white devil man with the blue eyes that you see in your dreams, right? I'm the bad guy. Yeah, right? God forbid I try to teach you something. I can't hold on for the Novatech info. You are far too much, Ruby. You love it. You love it, sister. And I bet you're watching right now. Ooh, you wish you didn't, but you do. Yeah, but I'm taken. Sorry. I'm off the market, right? Sorry, Ruby, right? You're just going to have to keep dreaming, okay? I'll keep showing up in your fantasies, but that's about as far as we can go there. All right? Yeah. Have a good day. All right, Sylvester says, "Sir, on L Green I have 200 for withdrawal, but they're saying I can only withdraw 20. When I place a withdrawal, it says I can't withdraw an amount less than 50. Yet I have 200. It's so disgusting. Just don't let them don't let them string you along, Sylvester. You know what I mean? Like I was not. I mean, it would be nice if I could make a withdrawal from L Green. I've got a considerable amount more than that in my L Green account. But the thing is, bro, I wasn't surprised. Right? This is just a ploy for them to get more money now. Right? They screwed up the platform. Yeah, I really hate to say it. I'm sorry to say it, but they had that big event in Panama, and they raked in a bunch of money and they pulled the rug and they took the money. Okay. Right? It is what it is. Okay. Am I in agreement with that? Of course not. Right? I would have loved Al Green to continue. Why don't you just continue if you're running so well? But no. The people see the dollar signs, they see all the money that they could make off with, they get tempted and the greed kicks in and out the door they go. Friday fun. They added 100K and 250K packages. Who in their right mind will purchase that? Yeah, I mean, that's the sad thing. Friday Fun is they're going after some demented old grandmother who doesn't know her right hand from her left hand and who has a crap ton of money in the bank, and they're looking for that old lady, right, to deposit that money. That's exactly what they're doing. Yeah, you got to be an idiot, you got to be a moron, or you got to have a head full of nothing, a couple of marbles left running around in your head to do that. But they know that there's somebody out there who will do it, right? And that's the thing. So they have shown themselves to at this point to be dirtbags. They weren't at the beginning. They were running a great platform. Everything was good. But now, dirtbags, right? Dirtbags, straight up. That's what it is. All right. Yep, Signabot run. This person says, just stop being noisy. How about you just turn your volume down? Right? If you don't like the sound of my voice and you don't like the noise that I'm making, how about you just turn the volume down and stop being a baby? Gary Miller says, take a pill. I've tried that, Gary, right? You should see me when I'm not taking pills, Gary. Oh, man. I love it. Somebody says about the new platform announcement of Liquimi. This one looks damn good. Yeah, Liquimi is awesome. Somebody else said liquidity 8. Nice. Yep. And then liquidity profit for the same currency invested. I said correct. Yeah. So if you invest USDT, you get your liquidity profit in USDT. We're getting a lot of good comments on Liquimi, right? This one is taking root. People are liking it. DeFi ROI King is always trolling me. He says, here for the entertainment because bro be going hard, polishing turds and selling them as diamonds. LOL. Oh, yeah. I'm not selling anything. I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing, right? If somebody wants to get in, they've got the freedom of choice to do that, right? So, yeah. I'm definitely not telling anybody what to do. And your name is DeFi ROI King. So why would you name yourself that and then like you're against platforms where people can ROI? I don't understand. It's just a kind of an oxymoron there. May says, I see Shao Bank is having a promotion until January 31st. Don't you think it's a money grab until they rug pull? What makes them different from other platforms? Thanks for your thoughts. Yeah, I mean, what makes them different? Well, so far they haven't rug pulled. Also, they do have a digital card, right? They do have digital banking services. They've been around for over a year, right? They look very professional at their company get-togethers and company meetings. They've got a ton of educational videos about their platform, and there's just a lot of money going through Shao Bank, right? And I get paid from it every single week. So, I mean, I think those things, yeah, make it a little bit different. Yeah, I mean, I still think it's a good play. They're getting ready to phase out the current investment packages or bond packages, but they're going to bring in new ones. That's what they've always done, right? So, am I worried? I am never worried, right? Because I don't over leverage myself, and if you don't over leverage yourself, you won't need to be worried either, right? That's the sauce that I'm bringing to you guys. That's why we're all here. We're here to get better. We're here to make money. All right, guys, this is the moment you have been waiting for. This is episode 6 on the deep dive into NOVATECH FX. We hit everything that happened. If you've not watched episode 1 through 5, you might want to go back and watch that. You don't have to watch them in order, but it would probably help, right? So now we have moved past the time when NOVATECH was just simply smooth sailing. Right? We have moved past that time, and we have moved into a time where they're starting to get a little bit of heat. Now, the first little inkling of heat they got was from the Bank of Russia. The Bank of Russia issued a fraud warning, and we talked about that last week on episode 5. Now, and nobody really paid a whole lot of attention to it because it was the Bank of Russia, and nobody really likes Russia, right? I mean, that is what it is, right? I mean, can we just call a spade here? I mean, nobody really likes Russia, so nobody really gives a crap what Russia does, as long as they're not destabilizing the world, which they kind of are right now, you know what I mean? But that's a conversation for another time. But this one people did pay attention to, and this is the one that we're going to tackle here in episode 6. This is not going to be a long episode, but hopefully it will be sufficiently strong. NOVATECH FX securities fraud warning from Canada. Okay, this came out, let me see if I can get an exact date here, 2022, October 11th, right? This is a securities fraud warning. This is an enforcement warning. This is an early intervention warning. And like I said, this came out October 11th, 2022. There's a link in the chat. So if you want to see the link for yourself, if you want to see the action for yourself, you can go there. All right. And the warning says that the contact is NOVATECHFX.com. Background, NOVATECH Ltd. claims to be located in Florida, and it also claims to offer trading services by an experienced team of traders. We are aware that NOVATECH Ltd. has accepted funds from British Columbia residents. That's Canada. NOVATECH Ltd. is not registered to trade in or advise on securities or derivatives in British Columbia. We urge British Columbia residents to exercise caution when dealing with firms that are not registered to trade or advise in British Columbia, which is Canada. For information on how to become better informed about investment products and services, please visit InvestRight at www.investright.org. So, a couple things here. The securities fraud warning is based on the idea that NOVATECH is selling securities, which I have always taken issue with. I don't think they were selling securities. I think that they were trading crypto. There's a difference, right? But the governments apparently have never recognized that difference. So NOVATECH FX has received a securities fraud warning from British Columbia Securities Commission, right? As per the warning, NOVATECH claims to be located in Florida. We're aware that it accepts funds from British Columbia. NOVATECH is not registered to trade in or advise on securities or derivatives in British Columbia. So NOVATECH, run out of the U.S. by Eddie and Cynthia Petillon, is not registered to offer securities in any jurisdiction, right? Well, that's because, guys, they weren't offering securities. Cynthia and Eddie Petillon were team leaders in the AWS mining program. Instead of registering with financial regulators, Cynthia Petillon endorses a claim that the FBI approved of NOVATECH's business model. And we talked about that last week, that fake FBI approval. And that's exactly what it was. It was just total fake, total garbage. NOVATECH solicits investment on the promise of a weekly return purportedly derived via Forex trading. And that's what got them in trouble. SimilarWeb tracks the U.S. as the largest source of traffic to NOVATECH FX's website at 68%. Despite this and the Petillons being based out of the U.S., NOVATECH FX is not registered with the SEC, and CFTC. Canada currently ranks as NOVATECH FX's fourth largest source of website traffic, 4% up to 40% month on month. British Columbia marks the first Western regulator to issue a NOVATECH FX securities fraud warning. Let me read that again. British Columbia or Canada marks the first Western regulator to issue a NOVATECH FX securities fraud warning. Russia issued a warning back in August. NOVATECH FX recorded over 2 million users visits, right, as of September 2022. Whether or not U.S. authorities will move in remains unclear. And that was the first one. That was a big one. That was a nuclear bomb. And when that bomb went off, a lot of people started to withdraw. We're in October, baby, of 2022, and the withdrawals are happening. More to come at episode 7. See you on that one, guys. All right, Ticorium Crypto, what do you think of Bronix? I don't know. I mean, I know it's a platform out there in the space. I haven't really heard that much about it. Shirley, you're taking a chance with Jensen? Sure, why not? I know that the thing's going to pump, Shirley. We all know it's going to pump, right? So the trick is to get in on the pump and to make as much money as we can before it rugs, right? That's kind of the name of the game. I appreciate you guys tuning in. This has been the live broadcast on Friday. You guys are awesome. We'll see you guys next week. Take care. And this is the Unlimited Freedom Network.